it's Nathara at Crossong Lodge again, and this is my day 6 video for Ethony Dawn's 31 Days of Tarot Challenge. And day 6's question is your most worked deck and why. And so if you watch my tarot videos at all, then you already know that my most worked deck is going to be the Shadowscapes Tarot deck by Stephanie Mui-pun Law, or Stephanie Law, I guess, as she goes more commonly now. And if you're not familiar with the deck, this is what it looks like. That is your Page of Cups. And I just showed this in my last video. That's the Hierophant. It's a very cool tree dude. Now my camera's gonna focus on it. There we go. And here is the Queen of Pentacles. Isn't that beautiful? There is a ridiculous amount of detail in these cards. Now the reason that's your Four of Swords, like, is that not just such a better depiction of the Four of Swords and how I interpret it anyway? The reason I use the Shadowscapes as my working deck, the reason it's my most worked deck is because it is my working deck. And what I mean by working deck is I mean that it's the deck that I use the most for clients. And since I don't do a whole lot of tarot readings for myself, then the most tarot readings I do are for my clients. And so this is the deck that I use the most. And the reason I use this one more than any other deck is because the cards are, for one, so beautiful. They're absolutely captivating, and they're beautiful, and they're friendly. They aren't scary at all. Here's the Seven of Wands, and I think it's one of the scariest cards in the deck. And it still manages not to be all that terrifying, but it's also easy for my clients to see how I'm interpreting the cards. They're super easy to read, and it's easy to follow along with what I'm saying. So that makes the deck super friendly. So using the Seven of Wands as an example, the Seven of Wands often depicts a conflict. So when I draw this card and I say, I see that you're going to have a conflict with someone and you're really going to have to defend your family. And they look at me and I can just say, like, look, here's a mother fox, a vixen, and she's defending her cubs from this horrible badger. That's you. You're going to be defending your family. And that makes it really easy for them to follow along in the reading and see exactly where I'm pulling that nuance from. And then I can continue on with my intuitive nuance as well from there. So they can really see that I'm not just pulling things out of my booty. And that gives them a lot more trust and faith in me as a reader, because they're seeing the cards as I pull, and they can see in the cards the meaning that I'm giving them. And then I can deviate as I need to and say, now in addition to this card, I am feeling. So I'm saying, like, this is the card and this is the feeling I'm getting that goes with them. And it kind of makes the process a little bit more transparent. Now when you're using a deck that's more like the Thoth deck, or I'm sorry, the Tote deck, it's a little bit more mysterious, and you could conceivably, with someone who doesn't know anything about tarot, it doesn't even matter what cards you're pulling. You could be saying whatever you want and they would have no clue at all. But this is reassuring to them. In addition, the cards do have this mystical, otherworldly feel, which kind of sets the mood for the reading. So it gets them in that receptive, we're in a place between places and a time between times kind of feeling. So it sets that mood where it kind of gives them this kind of otherworldly, we've stepped out of reality for a moment and we're going to do something else feeling. And that's a really good tone that I want in my readings. So the artwork really establishes the tone I want to set. They're really friendly and reassuring for my clients. And they also, the clients can see the meaning in the cards themselves. And then you look at things like, you know, the Two of Cups. How beautiful is that? You just gotta love that. So they're gorgeous cards and I absolutely love them. And one important factor, I keep saying they're beautiful, and the reason it's important that they're beautiful is because when you're doing 10, 12, 20 readings a day, like I am doing sometimes, these can get really boring. You get really tired, so they have to keep me amused. I have to be amused by these cards for like years and years and years, and I get bored super fast because apparently I don't have an attention span. So it's important to also have a deck that I enjoy looking at and I enjoy using for myself. And her artwork has so many small little details. So this is the Five of Cups, and overall you're looking at, you know, the person, and she's going to send her cups out into the ocean because she just doesn't know what to do anymore, and that's the Five of Cups. But if I bring this in closer and then allow my camera to focus, you can see that there are all these little people way down there in the little tiny corners of the picture, and they're all doing stuff too. And so I don't get bored by this deck. I'm always discovering new details in the cards, and I love the artwork, so I don't get bored. And this is the second version of this deck that I'm on, and I'm still going strong. So that's pretty incredible. So that's the Shadowscapes deck, and it's my most worked deck of 2017 and like the last 10 years. So that's what I have to say about that. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.